Howdy amateurs, and welcome to a new video for my Zombies for Amateurs series. Today, we'll be looking at my playthrough of Firebase Z. I'm tackling this video with a bit of a different take than the ones before, so maybe it'll be more interesting for you as well as me. With that, let's get into it. So I spawned in and made like a Danny DeVito meme, and I just started stabbing, up until the end of round 3. Just like in D Machina, I'm just here collecting points. This open area means faster zombie spawns, so I continued to enjoy the fast food melee killing up until round 5. The game even gave me a nice 400 point cherry on top. This next round has me out for the first reactor. I just kind of went for one, no specific order. After some time here, continuing to enjoy this broken knife system that Cold War allows us to upgrade to, I am off. The next reactor is much of the same, except a mimic tried to get handsy with me, so I removed its head. Good advice for my viewers out there. The third reactor was even more of the same. The game even tried to give me a useless insta-kill, because my shotgun and knife weren't still going to stay single hits for several rounds or anything. Sigh. After the power is on, I go and stare into the soul of this rabbit that is almost as scary as the rabbits from Mario Odyssey. Here, I run around, shot some pink floating f***s, and got my loot. And I got the Ray K, which is cool, except in this video I'm supposed to show people how to do the Easter Egg, so I can't use this gun until I build it later as if it was a natural, unlucky gameplay. I hate it here. Now, with my ability to take more hits and having a gun I can't use yet, I'm off to talk to Dr. Peck, and he lied to us. Surprise. So we do what any good government agency would do, and we start the process of pumping him full of chemicals until he tells us what we want to know. To get the components to do this, we gotta run back to the Gimp, who can't help us because he's hurt or something. So he says some things, he gives us an ID, so we can help him be a traitor to his country, and then we're off. The first component is here on the way out. The second is the path underneath here, a path that you wouldn't use for any other reason. And the third is in the Colonel's office. It's a place that's pretty good for camping if you have friends. At least that's what I've been told. Everything gets mixed in the field hospital. Watch out for the hellhounds that are appearing, for some reason. Take your brand new Veritas Truth Serum and put it in the vacuum cleaner thing. Take your vacuum cleaner of truth to the air conditioning unit out here so it can do its thing. Now, talk to Dr. Peck as he starts tripping, making it obvious to me that he uses this stuff recreationally. But he starts dancing around and stuff, so we give him a moment. Here's when I decide that if I didn't already have the wonder weapon, this is the point that I'd go in my game to start to build it. So that's what I do. I grab the blueprint off the wall of the weapons lab. I find this guy who's conveniently lying around and take his eye. We talk to Peck again on the way out, so he can soon be useful for once. Bring the eye to the lab and grab this key. The key opens the lockers to these two barracks buildings. Open a bunch of them until a mimic pops out. Try not to get cornered if you're running your last zombie. I accidentally turn the mimic in question into a brain rot, so it kills my last zombie and dies. It's okay, it drops the part all the same. Now I have to wait for a convenient chance for the next part of the gun, so I continue the Easter egg. I run up to the data center so I can grab these Pokeball things. To start, what is, to this date, my least favorite Easter egg step I've ever done, catching the mimics. For starters, I didn't even grab one when I thought I did, so I had to run back and get one, after I'd already activated one of the mimics. Sigh. So how this works is you gotta find and capture 3 mimics. 3 specific mimics that spawn in different rounds, in different areas. You know it's the right area when there are a bunch of items lying around you can't pick up. In the motor pool area, in the hall next to the planning offices, or in the upstairs next to the pack-a-punch machine. And it works just like Pokemon, where you want them at low health or a good capture rate. Then I did a pro gamer move and screw it up by accidentally grabbing a zombie. I thought killing it would fix it, but no, I had to start the next round. I decide to hang out in the start area and continue to channel Sodoma from One Punch Man on all these suckers. And I got the motor pool spawn location again. Yay! But I accidentally removed him from the face of the earth with my boomstick. So I take my opportunity to continue the steps for the Reiki. I walk up to the computer and watch the spinny bit and pay attention to where it stops. This will line up with the dartboard in the spawn area. How I remember is I count from the nearest cardinal direction, or the nearest up, down, right, or left. And this works for me. Decently. I play through the next round at the start, grab the cheap gun on the wall because my shotgun won't shoot the board correctly, and I surprise myself. I did it right the first time. And then it's back to mimic hunting. And there's no mimic here. So you know what that means. Sigh. So then I spin the round and nothing spawned again. So I spun it again and got my first defensive wave. And I get to do it with just my shotgun to prove you don't need a magical wonder weapon luck early in the game to be successful. Wow, it sure is lonely here up on my pedestal. Anyways, a ring of fire later and we're chilling. I look and the fake item is gone, so hopefully the correct mimic will be here. And there isn't, so I have to spin around again. Sigh. Finally, I get one on round 15 in the Colonel's office. It turns out to be Sabine, so we are on track. Next round, I'm in the spawn. You see me kill a mimic here, but this was on purpose this time, I swear. And the robo-communist gives me the last part to the Reiki. I see a mimic spawn from upstairs and I catch it, only to find out that it was the wrong one. Round 17 had me charging the Reiki part, and did give me Solklov from the spawn, so that's good. Round 18 was a bust though. Finally, I was able to put together the Reiki, and use the one I already had, forcing me to contemplate my life's decisions. Hey look, a zombie's coming. Ah, no mimic this round. Sigh. Another defensive round. Easy money with Wonder Weapon and Ring of Fire. Secret tunnel, I hate it here. Anyways, watch me pro gamer move and catch this next mimic. Nice. Yeah, actually that one died, so I didn't really catch it. Finally, round 24 gives me the correct mimic, and look at that catch. Shee. With Brahms caught, I can grab the floppy disk and be on my way. The floppy disk goes into this computer, and the large ball will open up. And it doesn't work right, so naturally, we gotta do something about it. Sigh. Ravenov tells us there's some crystals buried in the area that we need to go get, as Pet closes the window to hide away like a little bitch. So I open up the safe, grab the shovel, and start with the easier crystals first. This one creates copies of itself, so you have to find the one that isn't corrupt with the dark stuff. It will remind you of dating at first, because it's really hard to tell the difference between the good ones among the bad ones. Yeah, someone's going to get mad at me for that one. Anyway, the next one is over here. It likes to be shy and run away, so you have to do what any good hunter would do, and shoot it with a trap. Gotta shoot it with the secondary ammo type of the Reiki, so it will stay still. The last step is just a defense step. Shoot the dogs from afar so they don't burn you, and watch for the manglers. Each crystal is placed in a reactor, then we find out Pet crossed us again, so the machine doesn't work. What a surprise! So of course, the next thing we do is the most natural thing you could do. We decide to shoot space lasers at it. This step is kind of annoying solo. I end the round and do my best to find the question mark flag, but I have to spin the round real quick to finish it. This is much easier done if you use the ether shroud. I finally get this done and watch the next events unfold. Might I say, what the hell is that? Are you firing a goddamn space laser at my satellite dish? Has to be way funnier than it should be. And then, it actually worked. Someone who works at Treyarch thought, let's shoot space lasers at it and then make it work. And that worked. It it's still in the game. Whatever. Cutscene, skip. Cutscene, skip. Boss fight, skip. Wait, that's important. Go back. In the boss fight, it's pretty easy. I run over and get the Ray Cave packed for the 3rd time. I use the Ring of Fire and lay into it. I get close, but I have to regroup a moment. Running. And then guess what? I get my dumb ass crushed. Twice. But it worked. The Easter egg is finished. Woot. And that's a wrap.